Oh, great. Okay. We are live on YouTube, so you can just chill out. Hmm. Uh,
Evening. How fun. You guys can hear me, but nobody on Twitter can hear me. Mhm. Incense, it's so I can't hear you, TK, no. How could I hear you? This space is where I will hear you. Are you tricking me? Yeah, so you'll hear me. You'll hear me, but you won't hear you, and you won't hear anyone else who speaks on this space. So I'm not really sure how I'm a very gullible I can I'm a hard ass, but I can be pretty gullible too, especially when it comes to tech stuff. Um, I'm gonna give it a few minutes to let people filter in. Then I'm gonna go straight to, reading a little bit, not of my lore, I have a different idea for this one. Um, it's just trampoline kid and incense here, little fireside chat. It's really nice. And yeah, uh, let's fucking go. Incense, what is it? It's 1 AM where you are? Which is just awesome. Oh, hi, Shu. I really appreciate that, Incense. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait approximately 2, maybe 1 more. Oh, some questions coming in. One Colossus experience. Probably 2 exactly at exactly 8:05, I'll start. But I'm not gonna say that to the spaces because if I do, the music will cut off, and last time when that happened, I felt really awkward. So, we're just gonna let people trickle in like an evening, okay, you know what? That's actually Hi, everybody. Thank you all for coming, all 7 of you. This is great. I feel like I am, doing a little bit of theater in, like, a back room and, 5 people crowded around a few small tables feels like a full house. Maybe my paycheck will be $19 at the end of the night, which I'll spend on half of a drink, but it was fun and it was worth it. I'm gonna give a few more minutes to see if anyone else will trickle in. We have some questions to uncover, some things to discuss. Please, request here's one. Absolutely, Flo, come on up. Anybody who wants to contribute is more than welcome. If you are in the YouTube live stream, come on over to the Twitter and join the spaces that you can hear your friends talk too, because haven't figured out that software setup yet, where a Twitter space can also infiltrate a YouTube stream. Not sure if it's even possible.
But tonight, the conversation will be happening in a space, and you can just kind of watch me react if you feel like it on the live stream. Y Yeah, that was nice, and I was gonna let it go for another 2 minutes, and then I realized it was just the same, like, phrase over and over again, and I had to stop. I know. Yeah. It's highbrow, it's lowbrow, it's everything at Yaga Nights. So yes, we've got a fun little YouTube chat happening. We've got the Discord, we've got the space, and I'd like to start off this evening with just a little snippet that I posted in the story channel and on the Medium a few months ago, back in November, that would end up being a sort of Easter egg for what was to come. So here we go. It's short. This will not take long, and I also didn't write this one. When the boy began to rejoice in his bold flight and deserted his leader, and attracted by a desire for the sky, he took his path higher. The vicinity of the sun softens the fragrant wax, the chains of the feathers, the wax melted. He shook his bare arms, and lacking oarage, he takes up no air, and his mouth, shouting his father's name, is swept up in the blue sea. Right, so that's from Ovid's Metamorphosis, and that's about the Icarus myth. And I thought, I just kind of wanted to open today with addressing the whole Icarus, Ikari, excuse me, um, naming week that we've had, and to invite anyone to like comment on that or just kind of chat about it for a second because it's come with a lot of uh, questions about utility and everything else. But I'm here. I can always talk about the lore and the story side of things. So as you all gosh, I don't want this to sound like a lecture. I feel myself starting to lecture on ancient Greek, epic poetry, and I actually am not an expert in this field at all. So anyway, Icarus flew too close to the sun. It's a myth we all know. I chose the Ovid passage to start off the story channel in the Discord because it sounded cool and intelligent, and I wanted to set a precedent for being cool and intelligent at the same time, which seems to be a fine sharp edge to walk in these spaces. I think we do it well though. um, so yeah, Icarus flew too close to the sun, and it's something that resonates with the bridged and the name upgrade. Yeah, it's meant to evoke that feeling. Oh, there's a request. Oh, good. Yes, hi. Okay. Gooch is here. Welcome, sir. Um, anyway, if nobody has any questions about it, I can also move on. I feel like this is like, okay, we get it. He flew too close to the sun. The bridge obviously flew too close to progress. They're going to be punished in some way. And that's all true. So we'll dive into the questions that have been submitted to this forum. And by the way, thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank God. Yeah. Um, That's a good question because you have like these original base characters that all have their own personalities and stuff. And then we have this to me, the name Ikari represents an era for all of the people or the all of the bridged that we've become familiar with in, talking about them and chatting about the lore here and there. But I don't like, they're not like a they're not like a 4th faction. It's more like it represents this moment, and then once everyone sees the artwork, I think it'll become clear how it reflects, a changing narrative for this, society. If that does that answer the question? I hope it does. It's kinda like, yes and no, I guess. But there was a question though, so somebody said, "What a great debut, and I hope it's the first of many. Thank you. Tell your friends." I have heard on earlier Fracture Spaces that you have looked to work in traits from the bridged into the story or some of the gamification, e.g., vials. Has this ever happened in reverse, like your writing has influenced on any yet to be revealed traits of the Ikari? So for the most part, every trait has been like, I'll say that back in July when Chad was like, you know, just we have to upgrade these bridged. I just have to upgrade these bridged. They've caused me so much stress, like the artwork. And why don't trait hi everybody. If you're just joining in, Karai real quick and some like lore-ish stuff surrounding announcements for the fracture. So hop on in, request to speak if you'd like to talk. Yeah, so I was like, get rid of it all. None of this makes sense. Start from scratch. And they were like, well, no, they really have this ecosystem in mind when thinking about how to upgrade, and also like that every single trait, even if it's just a T-shirt, like even the T-shirt needs to look different and special, and like it got like a nice change. So there's not going to be like any trait left behind. So there's not a whole lot for me to influence in that sense. A lot of times I take a look at what Mermaid's done, and she and I met in Chicago. This is the artist. She and I met in Chicago. We kind of like hung out for a while. We got to know each other, which is helpful as like a team because I can be candid with her and vice versa. So I just kind of write based off of her aesthetic. But today, for example, I was trait naming, and I was like looking again at one of these upgrades, and there was like a detail to it that reminded me of a different, very significant, like little bit of uh, char- character accoutrement from another story. And so I asked if we could like change it a little, and then I gave her a prompt. Like, what if it what like is there any way that it like just draw something that evokes the braiding of human genet or the braiding of human organic matter to technology and see what happens. So like instead of a visual reference, I gave her a writing prompt, which is not something that I don't think like artists like visual prompts are helpful, but I prefer to just like say what's on my mind. But so yeah, so that kind of happens sometimes. I do my best. Like it's been um, challenging to even I continue to wrap my head around like missions, outposts, resources, vials, because there's like all of these different steps in this this like path that you take to all you want is like your upgraded NFT or whatever. So it's like, what do I have to do to get it? To do step, 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 step. And I do try to I try to like wrap my head around it all. But I think it's clear. Like you send your NFT into a mission, then you build an outpost, and it's kind of like, and then from there you get your vial. Anyway, anyone want to interrupt me? Are you guys sleeping? I feel like this is so this I can hear myself explaining something. Yes. Gooch. Yeah, The Gods and the Bridged. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yeah, we do our best. We do our best. And some traits, like, aren't well, I shouldn't talk too much about it. Uh, all traits are no trait left behind, but some have been modified from the previous version, which to in my opinion, in a really cool way, but I should probably stop talking. Oh, wow. I don't think the bridged have googly eyes. I think that's just a god. Oh, okay. Yep. I have a googly eyes god. He's one of my favorites. What? Why? I mean, they're so much better than a forgive me. I prefer them to a sombrero or, a I know, I don't it looks nice. It looks nice. I don't love it, though. I don't like the prison shirt, I don't get that. But, to each their own. To each their own. Sorry, Nelly. Why don't you come up here and feel free to join us. State your case. Mhm. Mm. Yeah, I think yeah, it's fun. I love creating a backstory, and one time, I think it was Pacifico who said, like, "Never get attached to your NFTs," which was probably I mean, I just gave him that voice. I don't know what to he did. He said, "Word of advice." I know, but maybe, maybe he treats them like a little farm, like a little farm and a bunch of cages in his basement, and he just keeps them all, but he doesn't get attached to them, and maybe that's maybe that's the this is true. Yeah, yeah, he does have a nice one. Okay, so, let's move on to a question. Um, these were all relatively tame, the ones coming through, but I'll start with probably, I've got a couple ideas who asked me this. Um, what can you tell us about all caps, WAPTEEN? And I didn't I had to look it up, which I think is like maybe the point. So whoever sent that, GG's, you got me. I don't have an opinion, no comment. Moving on. Hi, Bull Rush. Welcome. Welcome everyone. Yes. Waffles and pancakes. Tonight, everybody eats now. It's a call to arms for, abundance and unlimited breakfasts, for all your friends. So you just Yes, sure. Of course, I actually have a hand embroidered sweatshirt, made by a local artist that has the letters WAP, but as Gap in, like, the Gap font, embossed and embroidered on the sweatshirt. I wear it around the house and during special occasions, but not often out in public. I thought I'm like always tempted to show it, but it's meant to be a cheeky it's meant to be a cheeky humor. Anyway, waffles and pancakes. So let's see what's next. How short is short? How short is short? This is interesting. Um, it's all matter of perspective, right? What how tall is tall? How short is short? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I am, let's see, maybe 7 inches taller than my wife. So together we look like we're short and tall, but she's probably 12 inches taller than a 4-year-old. So then who's short? I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't. What is this question asking? How short is short? I see. We can. Okay, okay, okay. You're right. I'm being really, really shy tonight. So if we're talking about like, one of these like, I could never, I could never date a guy shorter than me, or like I could never date a girl taller than me. We're probably talking about a guy who's just under 5'6". Because like below between 5'1", 5'4", you're either Napoleon or your personality is fucking awesome, right? It's like that little gray area that I think invites that kind of talk. I'm Yeah, no, yeah, it's like I'm 5'11", I'm 5'10", I say 5'10", 5'11", it's because who knows what degree of a quarter inch you're at ever. That's super weird. This is our son, he's 26 months. I don't get that. Maybe as a parent, you can speak to that. I never understand why you had to, like, give the age of your baby in, like, the week up to the week. Like, sure. Mhm. He's he's 1, 2, 1, 2. Mhm, mhm. Bro. So somebody has asked, oh, I got actually another question I'm seeing now. Does size matter asking for a friend? Um, no, I once heard a very let's say a decorated and retired porn star say it's not about the size, it's about the angle. So that's what I can offer to the group. I think it's sound advice because in any spectrum, yes, Flo. No, no, no. The shape of your coupling. The shape. Yes, yes. Oh God, I don't know about that. I don't. Good luck. No comment. Yeah, but anyway, when somebody like that, like I can't remember the name. Usually pretty good about my like early 2000s, but no, I, I was it. Uh, I forget. She had blue eyes. She was very funny. I think she had like a talk show or something. Anyway, Well, they were very blue. I wish that would happen, man. Oh, that would be so funny. Anyway, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. All about the angle. Really? Really? Okay. Um, yeah, I mean, I yeah, I don't know. I guess, if I were to give advice, unsolicited advice, I would say I feel like I know the color of your eyes, and you have only doxed, so for like a few minutes over a call, but I could tell you that. But I won't do it here, obviously, because I don't wanna dox your eye color for you. Were your eyes blue? Were they, like, very bright blue? Yeah. Mm. Oh, some? No, no, stop it. Oh my god. I was just big was that a trap? Was I just led into a trap? Hmm. 30 year do you know the color of your mother's eyes? Could you tell me okay, okay, okay. In the big group chat where there's, like, organizing vacation between 20 people, what color are your eyes? Okay, if I'm gonna close my eyes right now so you can't look at the YouTube. What color are my eyes? Oh my god, really? Flo, are you Flo, is that your answer? Okay, yeah, you're correct. I have brown eyes. Yeah. Oh, wait. What do you mean? You didn't wanna dox you yeah, mm. God, I just imagine, like, having to interview witnesses, man. 'Cause, like, they're mostly like this, right? Like, I don't know what I saw, and people don't it's not like people pay attention any better than they used to. It's worse. You might have been wearing clothes. What, shoes? Because that's what you look at shoes first? Oh, I am. I wore these sweatpants yesterday. Hey, uh okay. What were your guys' opinion on the Crocs debate? Just real quick, 10 seconds each. We don't have to belabor this. So we already talked about it over the weekend, but you've never worn them. Okay. Got it. Cool. Gooch. Awesome. Great. Good to know. Okay, let's have a new question. Um, let's see. What is your favorite vacation spot and what is at the top of your bucket list? How fun. Let's dream of a different place. My favorite vacation spot is Croatia because I have family there. It's beautiful. I've been a bunch of times. It just feels really nice. It's like all the beauty of Italy and the food because they're on like closer to the water. And just figs everywhere. And what is at the top of my bucket list? I guess like if I like, I feel like this is only something I'll do if I just have so much time and money. But I would love to explore the Japanese countryside and just like spend a lot of time, like just I don't know, live in like a my neighbor Totoro like existence for a couple weeks or something like that, or completely not feasible right now. But my dad used to have this like my dad used to say that like one day in his life he wanted to travel on the Trans-Siberian Railroad and just do like a full like trip there like that. And so I don't know. I like adventurous vacations. I've never been on a cruise. No, thank you. I've never maybe you've been to an all-inclusive resort a couple times. Just not my preference. I've backpacked and stuff, so that's my thing. But I'd like to hear from anybody else. I see we have hi, coach. Oh, it's good to see you, man. And we've got the guys way if for the there it's Friday morning for them, and they are here, which is amazing. Thank you for joining. Um, yeah, that's my answer to that question. Cool. Yep. Huh? Oh, oh, wait a second. Okay, I inferred correctly. That's a great question. I don't know. Come back to me. I don't know. I mean maybe what's on my bucket list? I don't know. These days it's like, should I have a kid? That seems like a bucket list activity. Don't know. But that's really like you yeah, well, that's kind of how it feels. That's kind of how it feels. Something happened, man. Something happens in your 30s. I don't know. It's weird. It's trippy. Almost like buckled a dozen eggs from Trader Joe's into my front seat today. Which is just looking out for the eggs, of course. But where my head's at, I'm like, oh, my maternal instincts kicking in. Gotta buckle up these eggs. Yeah. What the fuck is a land party? Hold up. Oh, land. Oh. That is so wholesome. Oh my god. That hold up, I need to address the YouTube chat. It does seem like I am talking to myself on the YouTube because we're doing spaces in Twitter. So, if you wanna hear the conversation, hop on over to Twitter and join the spaces. The YouTube stream was something we're trying to see if we can do both, experimenting. Yes, there are people that are only in the YouTube stream, and I am, in fact, talking to myself over there. So, come join if you can. Oh, we got a request. Hold up. Still getting used to these buttons. Oh, hey, coach. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Please jump on in whenever you feel like it. Um, yeah, so gosh, in Arizona, it must be like 6:30, just about dinner time. We're gonna have to find this like ultimate time. 5. Right. Oh, well, it's lovely to have you. This has been a nice it's been a ni It's been a nice and cozy space. I'm thinking about how we had a much bigger turnout last week, and I'm wondering if that's because it was a Friday night, or if because so far the space has seems a little less raunchy. And I wonder if that's because some of my not all some of my questions are rather they're rather tame, they're rather friendly. It's almost as if a very thoughtful person has fed me a bunch of questions to keep the conversation going, which who knows who did that? Couldn't have been me, or no, it wasn't me. Anyway, it's been good. It's been good. It's been fun. Um, just working through some selections. Actually, I have a lot, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. How much for my PFP? Who wrote this? How much for my PFP? Well, everything has a price. Everything has a price, and everything can be bought depending on what you're paying. Maybe not everything can be bought with like dollars, but what do you think? Anyway, my PFP, I don't know. I guess like $10,000. That'd be my price. You laugh and sense, but that's exactly how much I would sell it for. 10,000 clams, 10,000 beans, 10,000 crabs. If you can deliver me 10,000 live crabs in such a state that I could quickly turn around and sell them to like a seafood warehouse and make that money back, I'll take it. Yeah, well, I was gonna say 10,000 USDC or 500 Sol would be my yeah, but you'd be taking a piece of me, like that's which I would only sell for 10,000 crabs. That's right. And they have to be live. Yep. Oh, yeah. Draw the line. I know when to draw the line. Hell no. What am I gonna do? Like, well, imagine that feast. Imagine the amount of beers you need. Imagine the amount of newspaper you need to get through 10,000 crabs. You'd have to invite the whole neighborhood. People would be sitting on the street cracking open crabs with rocks because 'cause you're out of mallets. Yeah. Oh, I do. You gotta throw those out. This is a Mid-Atlantic Spaces now. This is just a space for Mid-Atlantic maxis, mid-Delmarva. That's what we're doing here. We're gonna talk The Wire, we're gonna talk Natty Bohs, we're gonna talk 695, and we're gonna talk, Ravens versus Eagles versus I don't even know. What teams do you support, Flo? Do you have any? Do you follow just off Philly? Forgive me, Flyers, of course, ice hockey. You got the googly eye guy. Gritty. Yeah, yeah, Gritty. He's awesome. I don't know who's the Eagles mascot? Oh, Swoop. Okay, so Poe the Ravens do have a mascot named after a poet, so that's kinda cool. Poe. Yeah, Poe the Raven. Mhm. Yeah. Anyway, who's my favorite writer and why? Ursula Le Guin. I actually mentioned her today, during Can't Stop, Won't Stop. She's a fantasy writer, and, I like her because her stories are really good, but she's also very cool as a person. Um, just like, she's dead now, but, was like a trailblazer in fantasy, and, I read her the Earthsea Quartet during the pandemic, and it just like kind of opened my eyes to a lot of stuff. And I read her last book recently. Yeah, I just love it. Ursula Le Guin, favorite author or favorite writer. And it's interesting because I've only read her books one time, and I think sometimes you feel like to have like a favorite writer, it's like the dog-eared pages or the ones you go back and back and back to, and that can also be true. But I think just like in general, as like a person, as an artist, as like a giver, she stands up into my mind. Yeah. Yes, coach, please jump on in. Mm, mhm. Last week we opened with the question of what is better, bald Eve or fur hole, and it kind of kicked off a tone for the rest of the spaces that was very Friday night fun. Um, And I didn't get as many cheeky questions this time. So they are a lot like Get to Know Me, but I also wanna get to know you and have open conversations. So, with the questions about me, it's as much we are at the Knights of the Round Table. Yeah. Well, I would say like I'm biased to Eve, I guess. Yeah, Eve, but like regular old Eve with the hair. Uh yes. Mhm. I like the dark hair and the dark eyes. I guess I'm just looking for myself in her, I'm just looking for a PFP. We both have brown hair and brown eyes, actually. Yeah. Mhm. What about you? Who's your favorite? Oh, Bridgie. What? E Word. Oh my god. With a little more finesse. Poor Titus. You guys are gonna like the way he turns out, I think. He got a big glow up. That's all I'll say. Mhm. Mm, damn. I need a picture. Can someone put a picture of Eli in the main chat? Somebody asked me how many titty monkeys for my PFP. I guess it would be like 1,000,000. Not enough in the world. Every single one. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's a ridiculous picture. I mean, what the fuck am I even looking at? But not no, his I see. Yeah, yeah, that's inky. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. It's a very sharp shadow. I never noticed it before. Well, he does slit his throat. Hmm. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Okay, good. Never. Mhm. Yeah, and yeah, this is very much not this is not yeah, night in the title. We are after dark. This was spawned out of the Night Crew and Q and all of those uh uh colorful conversations in the corners of Discord. So definitely not kid appropriate. Speaking of, I wonder, last Friday, somebody asked the question, when Colossus appearance? We've got 3 already. So that's been fun. All those little unknown phenomenas. Um, here's a question I don't quite understand. Who's Barry? Flo, otherwise a question for T-Flow is in parentheses after that question. So, you wanna take it away? Who's Barry? That's the question. Yes. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, this is the same as Waffles and Pancakes teen, who I think is same person. Good job. My internet browser is fucking ruined now. Thank you. I'm gonna have to what? Oh, fuck off. Oh my god. Most likely. Oh my god. Um, Coach, could you tell us like the color of your friend's eyes? Could do you remember the color of people's eyes? Oh my god. Yeah, no, we all know your eyes, you've got those husky baby blues. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, what's my phone number? Not gonna say that. Who is Bitcoin Ted? He's a valuable member of our community. He's a very, very nice person and very cool. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. He's a friend. He's a good man, and he's very nice. And he brings great joy to all who meet him. Flowers open their petals when he walks along the earth. The very, uh, the very petals, the very fuck it, I don't know, man. Spring, the weather, the very weather seems to unfold as if spring is rejoicing the second he opens his door. Such is the joy and wonder of Bitcoin Ted, a valuable member of our community. What? Hold up. I gotta visualize this. When he smells pie, he daintily floats toward it. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, of course, of course, of course, of course. He could be the pie itself for how sweet and bountiful his personality is. Alrighty, we're gonna move on. We've got about 9 more minutes left here, everybody. We made it. Made it to almost an hour. How about that? Here's a question that I think I'll save for maybe next week when we bounce back to a Europe friendly time because it is kind of a question for Hex as well. I want him to hear this. Can you do an English accent? Can you get Hex to do an American accent for us? You know, I can flub an English accent. I would never try to do it convincingly. Yes, coach? Oh, please. No, no. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sure. Baba Yaga is she's like a Eastern European um, folkloric figure, also known as a grandmother witch. She lives in a house on chicken legs. She flies in a mortar and pestle. Often written in like dark horror stories. She eats children. She's kind of like the evil, the witch in the witch in the woods. In the meant to scare children from being bad, but she's been recently kind of revitalized as this sort of like dark mother, sort of like guardian angel of death, being yourself. Uh, in some ways, so I love her. I'm Slavic, and I would never claim the name Baba Yaga, so I'm a baby Yaga because I'm like a little acolyte instead. Um, that's I know, I know, I know. It's not a John Wick parallel. I do love the John Wicks. I just love a revenge story kicked off to seek vengeance for your dog. Like I think that's so amazing. Um, but I didn't buy the translation that Baba Yaga was the boogeyman because she's not quite that. But I also appreciated that they gave her. This is the thing. She can be all of these things. Um, Anyway, I would like to read something that's happening in the Discord real quick. It's about Bitcoin 10. Just as we're as hi Nelly. Did you want to say something? No. Okay. Bitcoin Ted is an exceptional individual who has made remarkable contributions to the. I'll do it in an English accent to the world of cryptocurrency. Through his dedication, expertise, and innovative ideas, he has played a pivotal role in driving the adoption of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin Ted's tireless efforts and for this, oh, the Discord is moving too fast, and unwavering commitment to educating poor people about the potential of blockchain technology have inspired countless individuals to get involved in this exciting field. His passion subject is infectious, and his ability to communicate complex concepts in a clear and concise manner is truly remarkable. Bitcoin TED is an invaluable asset to the cryptocurrency community, and his contributions will continue to shape industry for years to come. Thank you. Yeah, you bought it. We don't have any Brits here, so they can't tell me how bad it was. So we'll try it again next time for old Hexy. Oh, like, did I try to make it sound like a robot? Or how much of a 10, 10, obviously 10. Pretty much now it reeks of robot. Ugh, I can always smell it. That's the thing, you can still tell. Yeah. Yep. No shit. No shit. Hi, Demo. Let's go. That's so funny. What can I ask, like, seed countries? Okay, cool. Okay, word. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Cool. Well, we're oh, please. Okay. Okay. What are you trying to say? Are you flexing right now? I cannot believe how pure my blood is. Just really? Bruh. Li- I mean, we've got some real Dutchies in here. Oh. Yeah, we both were called like filthy, dirty peasant Slavs. It's fine, bro. This Alrighty. Word. A word. I'm Polish too. My Yep. The fuck? You're an ice cube. I think your eyes are the color that they are because they're chips of ice, you know? Like you have become one with the ice. Damn, that's cold. Must be bridged. Survive that. Yep. All right, well, cool. This was really fun, everybody. If there just to wrap it up, I got nothing. I'm out of ideas. I need somebody to ask me like a dirty question or something. I am nothing. I guess I'm just a degenerate like everybody here. I don't know. I don't know. Did you? Um, I mean, what is your favorite candy? Could go a lot of ways. Oh, okay. Uh, no, no, no. Let's say peach rings. I actually mean I. What? What the fuck, man? No, no, no. What do you mean? You're just disgusted. Well, what's your favorite candy? No, no, all over. I mean, I would say I would say, like, sour for me, sour gummies. Sour gummies with a affinity for peach rings is my favorite candy. Alright. What? Mhm. It's all about the texture. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, yes. Absolutely. A Werther's original. Hell yeah. Mhm. Mhm, mhm. Oh my god. Mhm. This poor man. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's let's I have no thoughts. I don't know who this person is. I respect it. Nope, don't. I want to say that that is a person, just like every other person, and all of our memes are people. What? What the? Okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't either. Yeah. R.I.P. Um. Uh, uh, oh, thank you, Coach. Thank you. Uh. I just wanna leave us at a little bit of a different I just wanna end on a little bit of a different note. I'm rapidly searching through these questions, rapidly searching, um, mm, oh, oh my what? I know, yeah, like, with titty monkeys, God, pray to them to save me. Um, oh god. No, I mean, I had my first answer was Hex because he hired me, and then my second answer would be Incense because she's my work wife, even though it's wildly inappropriate that I've said that. Again, still waiting for the HR department to report me. Most underrated? Any one of the mods, really. Any one of the mods. That's it. Ch I know, right? Oh, really? Yeah, I know. We love him. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming in and listening. We'll do this again next week. We will chop it up next week. Get your questions in, get your prompts in. This week I read a little bit of lore from somebody else, and I think next week I'll dive into something a little bit deeper. Uh, and we will have a really good time then. So thanks again. I don't have any outro music like Coach does. I'll just let you all walk out in silence, think about what we discussed today, take notes about this new time. It'll probably be different next week, change it up. Love you all. Good night and goodbye. Bye, YouTube. Let me just check up on this chat real quick. Yep, I say Icarus the American way. Okay, bye, guys.